What up, family? I hope everybody's having a great day. So I asked you all a question. I asked, do you believe that once you're saved, you're always saved? Or do you believe that you can lose your salvation? 80% says that once you're saved, you're always saved. And 20% believes that you can lose your salvation. If you're wondering what team I'm with and what I believe once you're saved, you're always saved. And let me tell you why. First thing, salvation is a gift. It is a gift of God. So if you never got salvation by your obedience, then how can you lose it by your disobedience? For anyone that believes that you can lose your salvation, I got one question. If you can lose it, then tell me, how do you keep it? Now, I can see why people would believe that you can lose your salvation, because after all, when somebody receives Jesus, right, you would expect them to live like Jesus. You would expect them to not live any way that they want to. When somebody just lives any way that they want to, I don't say that they lost their salvation. I say they never had it in the first place. I also believe that people believe that they can lose their salvation because they read the word out of context. Here's a scripture that's always taken out of context. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Says this, therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. The reason this verse is always taken out of context is because people stop right there. If you want the context of the verse, read verse 13. Verse 13 says, for it is God who works in you, both to will and to do for his good pleasure. Verse 12 is telling you to work out what verse 13 says God has already worked in. So this verse is not telling you about something that you don't have. It's saying that you do have salvation. So everything that God is working in you that pertains to salvation, you have to work out. For example, you never cared about prayer, but now you do. You never cared about going to church, but now you do. You never cared about the truth, but now you do. You never cared about how you treat your family, but now you do. The desire to pray or the desire to go to church didn't just come out of nowhere. It's a result of receiving salvation, just like what verse 13 says, because he gives you the desire and the performance. And you want to know what's so fire about verse 13? It says this, for it is God who works in you both to will and to do for his good pleasure. Do you even know what that's saying? Do you know what God is saying in that verse? That we don't have to worry about what we need to do to please him. He says, I'll give you the desires to do what pleases me. It's time to cancel religion, because when it comes to religion, they're not like us. Bless God.